Gems of the Heart. In a small, peaceful village nestled among green hills and golden fields, lived a young girl named Tara. Tara was known throughout the village for her kindness, her bright smile, and the way she cared for others. Though she didn't have many possessions, she was always grateful for what she had. Her clothes were simple, and her house was small, but she was happy. To Tara, true happiness came from a kind heart and a life full of love. One morning, news spread through the village about a wise old traveler who had come to visit. His name was Yuvan, and he had traveled to many lands, sharing his stories and knowledge. It was said that he knew the secrets to a happy and fulfilled life. Tara was curious to meet him, so she made her way to the village square where Yuvan had gathered a small crowd. She found a spot among the villagers, her heart filled with excitement. When Yuvan saw Tara's curious face, he smiled. "What brings you here, young one?" he asked kindly. "I heard you speak of something called the Gems of the Heart, and I wanted to learn more," she replied. "Are these gems real treasures? Are they hidden somewhere, waiting to be found?" Yuvan chuckled and shook his head. "These gems are indeed treasures, but they cannot be found in mountains or rivers. They are hidden inside each one of us," he said. The crowd murmured with interest, and Yuvan began to explain. "The first gem," Yuvan said, his voice gentle but clear, "is kindness. A heart filled with kindness is like a lantern in the dark, guiding others with warmth and light. Kindness costs nothing but gives so much. It is when we help others without asking for anything in return, simply because we care." Tara listened carefully, remembering the day she had helped an elderly woman who was struggling to carry a bundle of firewood. She had carried it all the way to the woman's house, and the woman had blessed her with a thankful heart. Tara had felt something warm inside her chest that day, something priceless. Yuvan continued, "The second gem is forgiveness. Holding on to anger is like carrying a stone in your heart. It weighs you down, and soon, you can't see past the hurt. But when you forgive, your heart becomes as light as a feather, and you find peace." Tara thought about her friend Rani, who sometimes teased her. At first, Tara would feel hurt, but she realized that holding on to that hurt only made her feel worse. Over time, she learned to let go, to forgive, and to enjoy her friendship without any grudges. Tara now understood that forgiving others was like freeing herself from a heavy weight. "The third gem," Yuvan said, looking around at everyone, "is gratitude. When we are thankful, we see the beauty in life, even in the smallest things. Gratitude fills our lives with joy, no matter how little we have." Tara nodded, realizing that this was true. Every evening, she would watch the sun set behind the hills, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange. She was always grateful for this moment, and it filled her heart with joy. Even though her life was simple, her heart was full because she was thankful for each day. "The fourth gem is compassion," Yuvan said, his voice softer now. "Compassion is when we feel the pain of others and want to help, not for ourselves but for them. When we show compassion, we make the world a better place." Tara remembered the day her friend Meera had come to her crying. Meera had lost her favorite pet, a little bird, and felt alone and sad. Tara hadn't known what to say, but she had held Meera's hand and listened. She realized that even when words were hard to find, compassion was in being there for someone in their time of need. Finally, Yuvan spoke of the last and most precious gem, love. He said, "A heart filled with love can overcome any obstacle, face any storm, and bring light even in the darkest times." Love is the greatest gift we can give, and the more we give, the more it grows. As Yuvan spoke, Tara felt her heart swell with warmth. She thought of her family, her friends, and even the animals in the village. She realized that her love for them was the most valuable thing she had. She didn't need gold or silver to feel rich because her heart was full of love. After the gathering ended, Tara walked back to her home, her mind filled with Yuvan's teachings. She decided to practice these gems of the heart every day. She began helping her neighbors more often, sharing whatever little she had with those who needed it. She forgave her friends and family easily, letting go of any anger. She made sure to thank others and appreciate the little things around her, her warm bed, the cool breeze, the sound of birds singing in the morning. One day, when Tara was helping an injured dog, she saw Yuvan again. He had returned to the village and watched her from afar, a proud smile on his face. He walked over and said, "Tara, I see that you have become a true gem yourself." Tara blushed, feeling shy. "I only followed what you taught us, Yuvan," she replied humbly. Yuvan nodded. "And by doing so, you have become richer than any queen or king. Your heart shines brighter than the finest jewels, Tara, because it is filled with kindness, forgiveness, gratitude, compassion, and love. Remember, these gems will never lose their shine, and they will always guide you through life." From that day on, Tara continued to live with a heart full of these precious gems. People in the village often came to her for advice or comfort, for they felt peace and happiness just by being near her. Tara became a source of light in the village, and her heart, though invisible, sparkled more beautifully than any real gem. And whenever she felt troubled, she would remember Yuvan's words and find her way back to peace. Years passed, and Tara grew older, but the gems in her heart never faded. She lived a simple, joyful life, rich in love and surrounded by people who cherished her. She had discovered that true treasures were not found in wealth or luxury but in the love, kindness, and warmth that one could share with others. And so, Tara's story became a legend in her village, a tale of a girl who found the true gems of the heart and shared their light with everyone around her.